This week's Hometown Happenings is brought to you by the Detroit Lakes School District.
Welcome to Hometown Happenings. I'm here today at Detroit Lakes High School talking to Vern Schnathorst about the School to Work program that he's involved with as kids are heading out now for the summer, kind of finding jobs. There's something that you do here at the school all year round, or through the school year, and continuing program. It's a School to Work program, and I wanted you to tell us a little bit about the program.
Well, the program started in 1996, and John Flatt started the program, and it started out as an apprentice program where John had, I think at the time, 6 students go to BTD and Audubon Engineering, and they actually worked there all afternoons as apprentices in those trades. And from that, it's kind of evolved into more of a career exploration experience. He wasn't able to keep the true apprenticeship part of it just due to student schedules and conflicts. And right now, basically, it's evolved into an internship program, and the internships typically are not paid, but they're more career exploration in nature, where junior and senior students can go out for a period or 2 periods of their day. Ends up being about 90 minutes, and work with somebody in their occupation to find out more about it, and if it's something they indeed do want to pursue. A lot of times it confirms that is something they're interested in. They would like to pursue, but sometimes it also kind of opens their eyes as to what the occupation actually is about, and they find out, well, maybe that's not what I thought it was, and I'm going to go a different direction, which is also valuable for them.
So, Vern, how many kids are now involved in this program this year?
Well, typically we'll average about 50 to 60 kids in the community, and then we'll have some probably anywhere from 15 to 25 kids doing some things in the school too. But I would say, on any given quarter we have 50 to 60 juniors and seniors doing some kind of career exploration type of internship. Last year I tracked the numbers for the first time because somebody asked me to, and I think last year's graduating class was right about at 60% or 70% of the kids had done some type of internship either during their junior or senior year.
Well, that's pretty cool. So now they're out in the community at a lot of different employers. How do the employers get involved in the School to Work program?
Well, I think historically John created connections with a lot of them, so those have existed for a long time, even prior to me starting 5 years ago. And as I have students come in with requests, we continually create new connections with businesses and individuals. I always tell the kids, if we can find somebody to serve as a mentor in the area or a related area, then it's something that we'll try to set up for you. And sometimes I do have businesses that have a need that also approach me wondering if there's a high school student that has that kind of interest that may be willing to come and help them out in some area or facet of their business where they need help.
Okay. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here, but what was maybe the most unique internship that you've had to deal with so far?
The most unique internship? That's a tough question.
They're all unique.
They are all unique. I guess all I would say is it's just been a wide array of things. I'm trying to think here as you did put me on the spot. I'm sure I've had a couple that have been kind of interesting. But, I've had kids in just about all the trades, electrical, construction, professional, white-collar type of internships like, pharmacy, physical therapy, radio broadcasting, engineering, you name it, veterinarians. So just about anything you can think of that exists in Detroit Lakes. Sometimes I'll have kids talk about nuclear physicists and things like that, and I tell them we really don't have anything related in Detroit Lakes, but we try to find them maybe some type of science-related internship that at least is somewhat similar to the types of things that they would do.
All right. Vern Schnathorst is the advisor to this School to Work program. And so, Vern, you go on site and visit with the mentors and kind of check up on these kids.
Yeah, I try to get out at least a couple times a quarter and communicate with the mentors weekly through email, and then go out and visit the students on site and also talk to the mentors on site a couple times during the quarter to make sure everything is going okay. Typically, because of the number of kids, it'll take me a week or better to do all the visits, and just get to, it's a rewarding job for the kids, but also for me because I get to meet a lot of people and get to see a lot of what's happening in Detroit Lakes, which is always interesting and fun.
Mm-hmm. And you also send out a weekly focus, I guess, for the kids. You meet with them before they go out to their internships, I understand, and you kind of send out something to really watch or focus on during the week.
Yeah, more than just learning about the occupation, we also try to make it a work skills experience for the student. So not only are they learning about the job in that career area, but they're also learning about some of the necessary skills to be an effective employee regardless of the career area they're looking at. So we'll talk about things like attendance and punctuality and responsibility and honesty and integrity in the workplace, communication skills. We'll touch on a lot of those soft skills types of things that are important for any profession or any employee.
Vern Schnathorst at the Detroit Lakes High School, who deals with the School to Work program, and we're going to take a break. Vern, I want to thank you for your time today.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's a pleasure. Yeah. And if anybody's ever interested in being involved with the program, they can reach me here at the high school and be happy to sit down and talk about whatever they might be interested in taking a look at.
All right. So we're going to talk to one of the kids involved in the School to Work program, actually my intern out at the radio station.
Yeah, Katie, I think, has been very excited about the opportunity, and KDLM, along with all the other businesses, I have to thank them for allowing our students to have those experiences and to help them, make some decisions about their future.
All right, Vern. Thanks, and we're going to take a break and be back with Katie Arns next. We're back with Katie Arns this half of the Hometown Happenings, and she is the intern we've been talking about with Vern, one of the interns working with the School to Work program. And Katie, let's talk a little bit about some of the things that you're doing at the radio station and why you are interested in this, how you got involved in School to Work. First off, let's ask you how you got involved in School to Work and why you're pursuing this program.
I first heard about School to Work when a couple of my friends had done it, and they said that it was just a really great class to take, and it was a good chance to get out into the community and see what that's like rather than being locked up in school all day.
All right. So what are some of the things you've had a couple internships, I understand? Yep.
This past quarter, right before this, I was interning with Brady Borslin at Holy Rosary Catholic Church. He's the youth minister there, so I helped out with some ministry projects.
Okay. And now you're working at the radio station. You're my intern in news and some of the things that you've done there.
There I've done a lot, quite a bit actually. I've done writing up news stories, taking weather averages, just things that the radio station needs to get done. I've done a couple of radio shows. Yeah, pretty much anything that needs to be done, I can do.
That I throw your way. And okay, so what are your plans after high school then? I mean, do you think this has been beneficial for you?
Yeah, definitely. With your internship, I learned a lot about communications, and with the internship before that, I learned a lot about relational ministry, things like that. And they work really well together. Especially next year, I'm taking a year off to do net ministries and be a missionary with them. So that'll be really cool to be able to put those skills to use. And yeah.
All right, so you are apparently excited to graduate. You are a senior this year, so those are your plans, your future plans. And, after I suppose the world is your oyster, so to speak, after you're done with your ministry work.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll end up going to college, hopefully. But until then, I'm not sure where I'm going yet. Just see what happens with this ministry year.
So you've pursued a lot of different avenues, so that just shows you that there's flexibility in the work world and there's other ways of going about things.
Yeah, definitely. There's thinking of like working at a church and then at a radio station, like you'd think they're really different, but they do relate quite a bit to each other. Just in being able to communicate with people and talk to them.
Okay, well, we'd love to have you back as an employee, so you can put that into your options too. But thanks for talking to us, and good luck with your future.
Thank you.
Katie Arns, a student here at Detroit Lakes High School, working with the School to Work program, and that is going to wrap it up for Hometown Happenings for TV3. Along with Katie Arns, I'm Carol McCarthy.